So, everything rolling?
Yep.
Cool. Barney, do the honours.
Hi, I'm Barney Artist.
Hi, I'm Loyle Carner.
I'm actually Loyle Carner,
Oh, sorry. I'm Barney Artist.
just in case. Everyone that I know seems to know Barney. And that's just because Barney's the nicest guy in the world. So
really nice.
he got in touch with me just because he wanted to be my friend. And for a while I was like, who's this guy? Why does he want to be my friend? And then after a while I was like, do you know what? He's cool enough. So I checked out his music. And it was actually alright. Surprisingly.
I'm a rapper. I suppose I do it because I like telling stories.
Good stories.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I think like honesty is great, and I think people need to have their voices heard. And the good thing about like doing music, especially, is people can relate to other people's stories, and people don't identify with it, get a snapshot into my life.
I was always been a rapper, whatever. And for a long time that was just like a waste of time, do you know what I mean? And didn't really mean much. And I remember I was up against Ed Sheeran for the Enemy Award thing, which is whatever, do you know what I mean? And there's no reason we should be up against each other because he's like a superstar. But when that happened, for the Mercury, for the Mercury, they're like, oh, you're up against Ed Sheeran because Ed Sheeran's music, and they're like, oh, so he makes music, so you make music as well. So rap is music then. But I feel like rap has always been an art form, and maybe has always been seen as an art form by the right people. When you kind of articulate your angers and aggressions, then you know that is art in its purest form.
When was like your kind of eureka moment of being like, okay, oh wow.
I can't remember what gallery it was, but there's like a photo that's above my mum's bed of a woman in like a dressing gown on a boat on a lake. My mum was like, you need to just look at it and think about it, and think about the person who did it and how long it might have taken and what it meant to them, and then also what it means to you, and if you recognise anything in your life that's in it and whatever, which is something I didn't do at first.
A lot of inner city kids don't have the opportunity to kind of go to places like this because they feel like they don't belong. I just think it's mad important for young people just to come and see it. I think
even to say that is shit. But good that you think it's rubbish. Why do you think it's rubbish? Which is just at least starting the conversation. Do you know what I mean? I'm interested in what you think about the future of art.
I think what's really interesting about the internet is that like for the first time, people are able to access things for free that back in the day without the internet they couldn't have. So like if you like are 15 and you're interested in Pink Floyd, you can go and listen to Pink Floyd's entire discography for free. The art that's going to come, I think, in the future is going to be really way more potent.
So this is like economic privilege, and then there's also cultural privilege. Yeah? But to have economic privilege before then meant that you got cultural privilege because everything was really expensive, so you could afford to buy books, or you could, your mum and dad could afford to take you to another country, and so if you were in South London, you didn't have enough money to get there, you couldn't see it. But now, the kid who grows up on an estate and the kid who grew up in somewhere in West in a massive house, both of them, one might go there and the other one might just Google it, but they both see the same thing. In terms of the next generation of what's being made as art, the kind of lack of privilege is much less of a factor. So we doing like, I've got to make a Penang curry family.
I would love to have some.
Yeah.